Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Dian Permatasari. In this video, I want to explain material about the present continuous tense. This material can improving speaking and writing skills in English, as it is a fundamental tense that is used frequently in everyday conversation. My target learners is 8th grade in junior high school. The learning objective from this material is: first, students are able to understand the present continuous tense. Second, students can identify the present continuous tense sentence structure in events that are happening frequently and may be ongoing. Third, students are able to make sentences from present continuous tense. Fourth, students are able to explain something using the present continuous tense. In this learning process, I use preaching method and role-playing method. Because the preaching method is teaching by conveying information and knowledge orally, so that the teacher can emphasize things that are considered important. Therefore, time and energy can be used as effectively as possible. Then, the second method is the role-playing method. This method can increase student activity and can improve student learning outcomes. After that, it ends with discussion and evaluation. Okay, let's start now. Good morning, class.
Good morning,
Good
Good
morning,
Miss.
Miss.
morning, Miss. Are you ready to study now?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, the material that we will study today is the present continuous tense. What is present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is a form of tenses in English. The present continuous, also called present progressive, is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a larger sense. Okay, now let's talk about the present continuous tense formula. But before discussing the formula, let's study the basic form of the present continuous tense. The basic form of the present continuous is as follows: the verb to be in the simple present, verb plus ing. First, the affirmative form of present continuous. I am eating. Am eating. You are eating. You're eating. We are eating. We're eating. They are eating. They're eating. He is eating. He's eating. She is eating. She's eating. It is eating. It's eating. Second, the interrogative forms of the present continuous. Am I eating? Are you eating? Are we eating? Are they eating? Is he eating? Is she eating? Is it eating? Third, the negative forms of the present continuous. I am not eating. I'm not eating. You are not eating. You aren't eating. We are not eating. We aren't eating. They are not eating. They aren't eating. He is not eating. He isn't eating. She is not eating. She isn't eating. It is not eating. It isn't eating. Then, what is the present continuous tense formula? Present continuous tense formula in positive sentence. Subject plus be is MR plus verb plus object. Example, I am reading a book. In negative sentence, subject plus be is MR plus not plus verb plus object. Example, she is not eating. In interrogative sentence, be is MR plus subject plus verb plus object. Example, are they coming to your party? Next, there is a stative verb. We do not normally use the continuous stative verbs. Stative verbs include first, verbs of thinking, feeling, believe, know, like, love, had, prefer, realize, recognize, remember, suppose, think, understand, want, wish. Second, verbs of the sense appear, feel, look, seem, smell, sound, taste. Third, others agree, be, belong, disagree, need, own, possess. We normally use the simple instead. I understand you, not I am understanding you. This cake tastes wonderful, not this cake is tasting wonderful. There are three levels in learning the present continuous tense.
Level beginner. The present continuous is made from the present tense of the verb be and the ing from of a verb. I'm working. You are playing. He is talking. She is living. It is eating. We are staying. They are sleeping. We use the present continuous to talk about first activities at the moment of speaking. For example, I'm just leaving work. I will be home in an hour. Please be quiet. The children are sleeping. Second, future plans or arrangements. For example, Mary is going to a new school next term. What are you doing next week?
Present continuous questions. We make questions by putting am, is, or are in front of the subject. Are you listening? Are they coming to your party? When is she going home? What am I doing here? Present continuous negatives. We make negatives by putting not after am, is, or are. I'm not doing that. You aren't listening. Or you're not listening. They aren't coming to the party. Or they're not coming to the party. She isn't going home until Monday. Or she's not going home until Monday. Level intermediate. We also use the present continuous to talk about first, something which is happening before and after. Second, a specific time. For example, at 8 o'clock we are usually having breakfast. When I get home, the children are doing their homework. Third, something which we think is temporary. For example, Michel is at university. He's studying history. I am working in London for the next 2 weeks. Fourth, something which is new and contrasts with a previous state. For example, these days most people are using email instead of writing letters. What sort of clothes are teenagers wearing nowadays? What sort of music are they listening to? Fifth, something which is changing, growing, or developing. For example, the children are growing up quickly. The climate is changing rapidly. Your English is improving. Sixth, something which happens again and again. For example, it's always raining in London. They are always arguing. George is great. He's always loving. Note that we normally use always with this use. Level advanced. First, we can use the present continuous to talk about the past when we are telling a story. For example, the other day I'm just walking down the street when suddenly this man comes up to me and asks me to lend him some money. Well, he's carrying a big stick and he looks a bit dangerous, so I'm wondering what to do.
Second, summarizing a book, film, or play. For example, Harry Potter is a pupil at Hogwarts School. One day, when he is playing Quidditch, he sees a strange object in the sky. He wonders what is happening. This is example conversation using the present continuous tense.
Hello, Lily. What are you doing? I'm reading Inter's book at the moment. What book? Gerbang Dialog Danur. Who's the writer? It's Risa Saraswati. Have you ever heard about her? Yeah, I have once. What the book telling about? It's about her real experience seeing creatures that common people can see. Wow, that's amazing.
So, it can be concluded that the present continuous tense is a sentence to state or indicate that the activity being carried out by the subject is taking place when it is being spoken about. You don't need to be confused. Just follow the formula that has been explained to form the present continuous tense. That's the material for today. Thank you for listening carefully. I apologize if there are mistakes in pronunciation or when explaining the material. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.